Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Okay, thank you. So, Honorable President of this function, I think the proposed President is your Trust Secretary. Then the Dean Research, Dr. Uttara. Then dear respected Dr. Brinda, Principal of this college. Dr. Selvakumar, dear Head of the Department of Research and Postgraduate Department of Commerce. Respected faculty members, dear research scholars, MPhil scholars, and my dear students. I am very happy to be here in Theivanai Ammal College for Women today because this is my first post-pandemic outside state program. Why I told you that I am very happy, I feel very happy because of several reasons. The first one is, when I went through the profile of your college in the website, I found that this college is instituted by a visionary leader who is actually a leader who works for the inland fishermen. I found that he is the association president of inland fishermen of Tamil Nadu. Actually, I am hailing from a fishing village, and my grandparents are actually fishermen people. That is what I feel happiness at the first instance. And the second thing is, the very purpose behind the institution of this college, or the primary motto of this college, is to empower the rural poor, especially the women. So women empowerment is your motto. And I was quite fortunate to work for a women empowerment mission for 3 years. You may be heard about the Kudumbasri mission of Kerala. It is a mission meant for empowering the rural women of Kerala. We had more than 42 lakh members in Kudumbasri. I was the coordinator of Kudumbasri in Kollam district, where we had 3.5 lakh members. So I coordinated the activities of 3.5 lakh women members of my district for 3 years. And I got an award as the best district coordinator who empower the women community. So it is quite accidental that I am here again in an institution which always strive for empowering the women community. So, and the third thing is, when your HOD presented the activities of this department, this year itself you have conducted various webinars and seminars and so on. And in one of your webinar, I found that my professor and my colleague in my department and the IQAC coordinator of our university, Professor Gabriel Simon Tuttle, was the resource person. And the second thing is, when I go through the website of your college, I found that the Dean of Faculty of our university, Dean of Commerce, and my colleague, Dr. Rasia Begum, has visited this college as a NAC PRT member at the time of re-accreditation of your college. So these are all things which gives me immense pleasure while attending this particular program. And another fact is the topic you have chosen for the discussion in this national seminar, which is financial inclusion. Your principal as well as your dean has elaborated the necessity of having a discussion and deliberation about financial inclusion. You know one thing, the world is discussing this topic for years and years, and we are always trying to include the marginalized people, the poor people who are not capable of accessing the service of financial institutions, they are not capable of receiving the service of financial institutions, and they are not in access of financial products and services. But even now, as per the latest statistics revealed by World Bank, the statistics which gives a picture about financial inclusion is Global Findex, Global Financial Index, that is reduced as Global Findex, which was published by the World Bank in 2017. It states that more than 1.7 billion people around the world has no bank account at all. They are not at banked. And another interesting thing is that more than 50% of this 1.7 billion people lives in 7 developing economies, including India. That reflects how India is lagging behind all other nations in the case of including people into the financial purview. So that is the relevance of this particular topic. And another fact is that there is a gender gap in inclusion. World over, the men are more included than women. The gender gap exists in the case of inclusion is around 7%, 6.5% globally, but it is 9% in India. That means, again, the women are lagging behind in accessing the services of financial institutions. Maybe your principal, your dean, and your faculty members will agree to the fact that actually the financial managers of the family are the women, isn't it? They will manage the entire thing. They will find funds for all activities and assign the funds for the required activities and all. I have got my MCom, MPhil, MEd and PhD, everything in finance. But when I get my salary, I give the entire thing to my wife. She is only a graduate, but she is working in a central government organization as an officer. But I just give the entire money to her because she will decide what to do with the money, and that will enable me to keep some funds for the education of my children and for the future prospects and all. She is the actual financial manager of my family. From my experience, I can tell that women are the real financial managers of the family, but even now they are lagging behind, including into the financial scenario of the world over, especially in India. They lack accessing bank accounts, they lack using the electronic devices, they are not having insurance products in their name, they are not getting credit as and when needed. We will discuss everything in detail in the technical sessions. I don't need this kind of passive listening while taking the technical sessions, that we will manage. I am not believing in delivering the entire thing like this, so we will do some interactive things while interacting with you in the technical sessions. So, by sharing all the happiness and with the permission of the Dean, the Honorable Principal, and the Head of the Department and faculty members, and with the permission of all of you, I declare the seminar open, and thank you very much. Thank you all.